Good evening. Good evening. There we go. Good evening, seniors, parents and guardians, family members and guests, both in person and watching online. Welcome to the Class of 2024 Recognition Ceremony. Tonight, we will celebrate deserving award winners in various endeavors from our graduating class, the academic departments, our fine arts disciplines, design and innovation, and athletics. We are so grateful to be here with you all, celebrating the class of 2024. I mentioned at the morning assembly today how grateful I am for the contributions seniors have made to this community and the lasting legacies they will leave behind. We are excited to see how the next few chapters unfold. We are also grateful for your investment in these young adults, as it has not gone unnoticed, and we appreciate all the support you have provided to them over the years. While this is the penultimate ceremony for you and your children, we hope that when all is said and done, it isn't all goodbye, but maybe just we'll see you soon. And now, to begin the presentation of departmental awards, I would like to introduce Mr. Matt Abbandazio, who will announce the Upper School Design and Innovation Awards.
Good evening. The Design and Innovation Program's mission is to prepare and inspire students to lead authentic, purposeful lives by providing opportunity and leadership in the areas of design, engineering, and innovation to the Greenhill and DFW communities. The Design Innovation, or D&I department, defines innovation as the culmination of three core skill sets: human-centered design, technical feasibility, and business viability. The Passion Award is given to those students who have taken 3 or more upper school classes. Please join me in celebrating those who may stand to be recognized: Nate Bales, Jack Bovard, Dibbydeep Saha, and Aiden Zarsky. Good job. The Design Innovation Associate Awards are given to those students who have differentiated themselves in Design and Innovation program by embracing learning and effectively using the human-centered, iterative, and research-based process that is at the core of our program. Award winners need not have mastered the entirety of the design and innovation process, but must have shown through their work and mastery of one or more of these 3 core skill sets. This year's 12th grade Associate Award recognizes a student for her long work within design and innovation and its prior nomenclature of engineering and robotics. This student has spent countless hours passionately working on an FTC robot, a computer science program, or other projects. But in my opinion, her greatest work is that of this year, where she and her team in immersive and interactive art have developed a beautiful interactive art piece using custom LED modules and motion sensors to be installed next week at the Impact Stairs, so be on the lookout. Please join me in congratulating Shreya Ram. And please come down. Yeah, come on up. The Design and Innovation Mastery Award is D&I's highest award. It is given to the student who has continuously strove for and represented the ideals and philosophies of the Design and Innovation program. Through their exemplary and differentiated mindset, development process, and deliverables, they have embodied and promoted the culmination of human-centered design, technical feasibility, and business viability. This student is not only able to solve problems, but more importantly, knows how to determine the right problem to solve. This year's Design Innovation Mastery Award goes to an individual whose work on launching Rally, no vowels, and a lab safety tracking system has shown his mastery of user insight development, problem identification, and rapid prototyping and business case development. Please join me in celebrating Safin Stefanos. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Karen Thomas, who will be presenting the English Department Awards. Thank you.
Seniors, congratulations. Our mission in the English department is characterized by the following invitation. Cultivate the heart, mind, and mind as welcoming ground. Practice an open, generous, and creative attention that awakens both new language and new seeing. Each year, the English department recognizes students who have demonstrated outstanding commitment and dedication in their English classes. The English department presents book awards to the following students for their passion, dedication, and exemplary achievement in English. Senior awards go to Annika Mutha, Raina Diamond, Catherine McKelvey, Pierce Barnes, and Natalie Stahoviak. Annika, Raina, Catherine, Pierce, and Natalie, please come forward. Thank you. Each year, the English department presents the Viola Haupt Award. This award traditionally recognizes one student who exhibits not only a passion for literature, but also for writing and for heeding the call of the creative process. Well, this year we had two such students. We are pleased to present the Viola Haupt Award for distinction in writing to Krish Mysore and McKenna Higgins. Finally, the Upper School English Department has the Dan Caston Award for Exemplary Character and Scholarship in English Studies. This award, the highest award we present, is named in honor of Dan Caston. For 33 years at Greenhill, both in and out of the classroom, Mr. Caston asks his students to pursue learning through the lens of our deepest community values. As the faculty founder of the Honor Council and the Committee to Advance Core Values, Dan modeled for his students and the entire Greenhill community how to uphold and celebrate both personal and academic integrity. He instilled in his students and his colleagues respect for not only the process of learning, but also respect for those engaged in the process. Most memorably, he taught with compassion and courage. All one had to do was sit in one of his classrooms, listen in a conference with a student, or meditate quietly with him to witness Dan's profound commitment to practicing and sharing what we value as a community. Today, we present the Dan Caston Award for Exemplary Character and Scholarship in English Studies to two students, Kyra Crawford and Sanjna Calasetti. Terry Martin will present the awards for outstanding work in fine arts.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to be here and to serve as the head of Fine Arts. Late last week at an assembly for the entire upper school, members of the Fine Arts faculty awarded special recognition to members of the student body from 9th grade and some 12th graders for their work in various disciplines. The Fine Arts department represents 14 different disciplines. Each one of those disciplines that the students work in requires an mastery and a commitment to a particular type of skill and discipline. And it is my pleasure tonight to recognize some outstanding seniors. Every year, the Greenhill Fine Arts faculty carefully select graduating seniors who have demonstrated remarkable talent, engagement, and perseverance, those who have truly excelled in their art or discipline. Some of these exceptional students have showcased their brilliance across multiple artistic disciplines, while others have shown a particular performing or fine art during their journey here at Greenhill. Today, we honor these students for their unwavering passion for artistic excellence and their contributions to art and self-expression in the Greenhill community. As we bid them farewell and they move on to new communities, we are thrilled and inspired to celebrate the following distinguished art scholars from the Greenhill class of 2024, excuse me. I had a little flashback for a minute. For excellence in technical theater, Ava Spence. For excellence in theater performance, Sanjna Kalasetti. For excellence in AVP filmmaking, Pierce Barnes. For excellence in journalism, Rhea Komineni. And for excellence in journalism, Pooja Sanghvi. For excellence in studio art, McKenna Higgins. For excellence in studio art, 2D art, and immersive design, Ruth Gebru. For excellence in 2D art, immersive design, Nate Rutledge. For excellence in 2D art, immersive design, Shreya Ram. For excellence in publications, particularly The Cavalcade, Hannah Gosworth. For excellence in publications, Cavalcade, Sophie Schwartz. For excellence in band, Ein Park. For excellence in 3D art, Sibyl Zombie. For excellence in photography, Ileana Campbell. For excellence in photography, Mason Chow. For excellence in dance and in debate, Natalie Stakoviak. For excellence in debate, Adam Kesselman. For excellence in debate, Seth Lee. For excellence in debate, Caden Alibi. For excellence in debate, Abira Amir. For excellence in debate, Raina Diamond. For excellence in debate, Sophia Lee. For excellence in debate, Angela Kamgang. For excellence in debate, Emily Hugh. For excellence in debate, Vivan Gupta. For excellence in debate, Jeanette Young. And finally, for excellence in choir, Gianna Villamuri. Another round of applause for these artistic scholars. And now to present the History Awards, Dr. Amy Brzee.
All right, good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to present the History Department Awards. It's been another busy year in the History Department. We made even more history this year. Somehow we do it every year. Anyway, it's my pleasure to recognize outstanding achievement for the 2023-2024 school year. Each year, the history faculty selects a handful of students in each grade who've demonstrated exceptional effort and enthusiasm in their study of history, and we honor them with book awards. This year, the Senior Book Award winners are Eliana Campbell, Quinn Graves, McKenna Higgins, Sanjana Kalasetti, Angela Kamgang, Ayn Park, Thomas Rowley, Nate Rutledge, and Ethan Vicknair. If you all will come to the stage and get your books. Congratulations to all of you. I would now like to announce several departmental awards. The first departmental award is the H. Ray Buchanan Award. It was established in 2004 to honor Dr. Ray Buchanan, who taught in the history department at Greenhill for 27 years. This award is intended for a Greenhill student who has demonstrated excellence in the field of history and has shown genuine passion for the discipline. This year's award winner has pushed himself and his peers to achieve deeper and more meaningful understanding of the past. He has taken almost every class the department offers, and he's done an admirable job of leading mock trial team this year. This year's award goes to Lucas Lopez. Our next presentation is the Sue Roman Civic Participation Award. This award was established in 2006 to honor Sue, who taught in the Greenhill History Department for 37 years. She also happens to be my very favorite teacher ever. It is given to a student who not only displays a talent for the study of American government and history, but establishes a willingness to actively participate in the political process. This year's Roman Award winner goes to a senior who lives and breathes her commitment to fostering civil discourse and engagement with the community. Please join me in congratulating Sophia Lee. And finally, our last award is named after Greenhill legend Becky Daniels, who taught at Greenhill for more than 3 decades. This award honors the student who, like Becky, combines outstanding scholarship with community engagement, creative problem solving, collaboration, and advocacy. This year's award winner is a gifted scholar and creative thinker who's willing to go the extra mile on projects and to immerse herself in whatever material she studies. This year, we are thrilled to celebrate the work of Annika Mutha. This concludes the History Awards. Congratulations to all the winners. And I will now turn it over to Luis Gallegos in the MCL department.
Greetings. Students in the Upper School Modern and Classical Languages Department have had a very successful year, which includes numerous high marks on the National Latin Exam, strong performances at the regional and state JCL competitions, great interest and booming enrollment in our 4th and 5th year elective courses across the board, and 53 students who took an AP exam in Chinese, Latin, or Spanish within the past week. As a department, we are extremely proud of all of our students, so many of whom use the skills they have acquired in class to engage in community service, to share in cultural exchanges, and to see the world through the eyes of another. Today, we recognize a representative body of the many excellent students in our modern and classical languages classrooms. I'll start by recognizing 3 students with a certificate of distinction for high achievement and passionate engagement. Students, please stand and remain standing until the entire group has been announced. You may pick up your certificate after the assembly. Audience, please hold your applause until I announce all three names. In Advanced Latin Literature, Zoya Ayer. In Spanish 5, Readings in Mexican History, Alex Peplinsky. And in Spanish 5, Composition and Culture, Ethan Vicknair. In addition to our certificates of distinction, the USMCL department honors students for outstanding work and superior performance in the following Chinese and Spanish courses. Would the following language scholars please come forward to be recognized? And once again, please hold your applause. Our language scholars in Advanced Chinese, Seth Lee, and in AP Spanish Language and Culture, Sarah Fradkin. Please come forward. The following students have received top honors in the highest level of each of our language sequences. I invite the three of you to come forward to receive your award, and please hold your applause until I have called all three names. Our top scholar in AP Chinese, Mason Chow. In Honors Latin Seminar, Thomas Rowley. And in Honors Spanish Literature, Josie Arbuckle. And finally, the USMCL department confers two major awards based on a department-wide selection process. The first is the Renee White Award. The Renee White Award was established in August of 2009 to honor Renee White, master French teacher and international ambassador for Greenhill for more than 3 decades. Renee served the global education community with a desire to connect people through language. Thus, this award is given to the student who demonstrates a passion for language learning, who engages enthusiastically with cultures different from one's own, and who exemplifies the qualities of a global citizen. This year's Renee White Award recipient has earned grades at the top of the class in Honor Spanish 2, Honor Spanish 3, AP Spanish, and Honor Spanish Literature. His passion for language learning goes far beyond grammatical accuracy and linguistic precision. He excels in self-expression through his unparalleled recall of vocabulary and impeccable word choice. His use of language for sharing whimsical anecdotes, delivering formal and informal presentations, and elaborating profound literary analysis is second to none. Whether expounding a unique turn of phrase, a plot twist, or an inverted archetype, he always knows exactly what to say and which words to use. Furthermore, he engages enthusiastically and passionately with Spanish, Latin American, and Latino cultures in a myriad of ways. He makes wonderful connections between art and literature. He can share many interesting facts about an author he read last week, last year, or before. His love of the Spanish-speaking world is visible to all in his threadbare Argentina national team jersey, as well as in 4 years of presentations, posters, PowerPoints, and pamphlets. I recall one particular project on national parks that he enjoyed so much he just had to do it twice. He loves music in Spanish so much that he can't help but sing along, even when he's the only one in class singing. Most recently, he even tried his hand at free verse poetry in Spanish in a seminar with our visiting poet, Erika Said. I have no doubt that this student has many years of global connections and travel, virtual or otherwise, ahead. His command of the language and his cultural competency give him the necessary foundation to be a fully engaged global citizen. The 2024 recipient of the Renee White Award is Aditya Pulipaka. The most prestigious award given by the Modern and Classical Languages Department is the Joseph Gonzalez Award. This award was established to honor Joe Gonzalez, Spanish teacher and the first chair of our department, who served in that capacity until 1985. It is awarded to a student whose language study has reached a level of true scholarship. This year's honoree has been on the fast track from the very beginning. She tested into Honors Spanish 3 as a 9th grader, developed impressive all-around proficiency in AP Spanish and Culture as a sophomore, and excelled as a close reader and class leader as a junior in Honors Spanish Literature, a particularly commendable feat as she was one of only 2 juniors surrounded by a group of extremely talented seniors in her class. As a senior, she opted for a Spanish literature capstone project, developing her own reading list, her own learning objectives, final outcomes, and evidence of learning. She researched 4 female poets and women's rights activists, composed her own translations of their work, 2 versions of each, in fact, one focusing on form, rhyme, and meter, and a second focusing on content and theme. Then she created a set of comprehension questions and another set of analysis questions to aid in the teaching of these poems. And finally, she recorded podcast episodes to discuss these poets, her translations of their work, and her analysis and conclusions. One of her capstone supervisors affirmed, "I believe wholeheartedly that she has reached a level of true scholarship, demonstrating excellence all along the way." She represents the best of our upper school modern and classical languages students. Coming soon to a TED Talk near you, I'm sure, the 2024 recipient of the Joseph Gonzalez Award is Annika Muta. And now, Darren Sandler, class of 95, will present the awards for the mathematics department.
It is a pleasure to represent the mathematics department as we acknowledge outstanding achievement for the 2023-24 school year. Before we begin, I would like to thank the math teachers who worked tirelessly to give the students an excellent experience, and a special thank you to Jack Oros for his 35 years of service to our math department. We would like to begin by acknowledging 2 students who are awarded certificates for outstanding achievement in mathematics. Please stand and be recognized, and you will receive your certificates at the end of the ceremony. We'd like to honor Jaden Lee and Elizabeth Mann for their outstanding work. Next, we would like to recognize the following students who will receive a book award for excellence in a particular subject. Would the following seniors please come forward to receive your book award? For her work in AP Calculus AB, Josie Arbuckle. For her work in AP Calculus BC, Sarah Fradkin. For his work in vector calculus, Seth Lee. For her work in statistics, Michelle Fu. And for her work in personal finance, Sophia Schwartz. Each year, the Mathematics Department also acknowledges students who have earned a medal or plaque for their outstanding work and effort in mathematics. Please come forward to receive your medal or plaque when your name is called. Leonard Euler is famous in mathematics for his prolific investigations in a wide variety of fields, including a study of the number E, a number which is named after him. The Euler Award for Extraordinary Effort and Excellence for a second year in a row goes to Raina Diamond. Archimedes supposedly had an aha inspirational moment in connection with one of his discoveries. The math department gives the Archimedes Award to a student who demonstrates an exceptional flair for original thinking in mathematics. This year's recipient is Arjun Melawani. The Wesley Kittleman Mathematics Achievement Award is named in honor of Mr. Wesley Kittleman, who came to Greenhill in 1961 and served as chairman of the Mathematics Department for 18 of his 22 years of service to the school. This award is presented to the students who not only excel in mathematics, but who also exemplify Mr. Kittleman's willingness to give of his time and talent to help others. For his truly outstanding work, the Mathematics Department awards the Kittleman Award to Safin Stefanos, sorry. Awesome. George C. Pierce was Greenhill's mathematics and science teacher during the early years of 1950 to 1954. The George C. Pierce Award, named in his honor because of his respected position of leadership on the faculty, is presented each year by the Mathematics Department to the outstanding mathematics student at Greenhill. This year's Pierce Award is presented to two students, Mason Chow and Aditya Pulipaka. And next up with the Science Awards, Dr. Trevor Kendall.
Good evening. The Greenhill Science Department has a mission of making our students impassioned doers of science. We aim to cultivate a student mindset that values discovering, values the unknown, and sees experimentation and failure as opportunities for reflection, reorientation, and growth. With ownership of the scientific process, critical thinking, and creative problem-solving skills, students will be empowered, empathetic citizens, and leaders of a complex world for which science literacy is increasingly paramount. The following students embody that mission, and we would like to honor them this evening. Starting with certificate awards, if the following students could please stand and be recognized. Raina Diamond in AP Environmental Science. Annika Mutha in AP Environmental Science. For our Senior Science Book Award for his work in astronomy, we have Safin Stefanos. Lastly, it is my great privilege each year to honor a student with the Kilmer Award, instituted in honor of former science department leader Skip Kilmer, who taught science with passion and dedication at Greenhill School for 35 years and served as the department chair for most of that time. This award is given to a student who, through his or her course of study in the upper school, has demonstrated a genuine love of science, a healthy dose of skepticism, and a willingness to explore new ideas. The 2023-2024 Kilmer Award goes to Arjun Melwani. And next up, we have Coach Jarrett Shine to present the awards in athletics and physical education.
Good evening. First, I would like to say that I'm proud of all of our student athletes. I've seen tremendous growth in them over the course of the year and really enjoyed watching them compete. Now, before presenting our major athletic awards, I would like to recognize those who have been recruited and either signed or made official commitments to play at the NCAA Division I, II, or III level. This year, we have 10 such individuals. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized, and please hold your applause until the end. For basketball, Seabell Zambi, Lehigh University. For field hockey, Zoe Jalowski, Rhodes College, and Zoya Iyer, Johns Hopkins University. For football, we have Brandon Polk, Butler University, and Zane Crumity, Elmhurst University. For lacrosse, again, Zane Crumity, Elmhurst University. Swimming, Josie Arbuckle, UCLA. For soccer, Hayden Goodman, University of Puget Sound. Sienna Ritchie, Center College. And Devin Davis, the University of Tennessee. And finally, for tennis, Sophie Swartz, Purdue University. Congratulations to our students who are taking their talents to the next level. Next, I am proud to celebrate our three-sport varsity letter winners this year. These individuals have been a part of and lettered in the fall, winter, and spring Greenhill sports during the 2023-24 school year. To be a three-sport letter winner requires sacrifice and dedication. And in this particular year, they navigated with grit and determination. Please stand as I call your name. You will receive a certificate at the end of the ceremony. Ava Klein, Elizabeth Mann, Peyton Blaylock, Zoya Iyer, Zephaniah Sadler Knight, Nicholas Trimmer, and Ravi Vasan. Congratulations on your accomplishments. Next are those student athletes who have earned 7 or more varsity letters in their career at Greenhill. These individuals receive a special athletics blanket at a later date. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Zoe Jalowski, Elizabeth Mann, Aditya Pulapaka, Sophia Serrano, Devin Davis, Ava Klein, Sienna Ritchie, Susie Fagelman, Brandon Polk, Peyton Blaylock, Hannah Gasworth, and Mateo Lanzalato. Congratulations to all of you on your achievement. And now on to our major awards. Each year, the Booster Awards, the Richard F. Hall Awards, and the Charlie Leathers Award are discussed and voted on by all Greenhill head coaches and administration so that this group of dedicated individuals and role models can collectively recognize deserving individuals each school year. The Boosters Award are given to the multi-sport senior girl student athlete and a multi-sport senior boy student athlete for their collective contribution to the Greenhill community, who possess gifted athletic skill, display excellent sportsmanship, and strive to be the ultimate teammate as well. They are a few of the most competitive individuals I know, great teammates and leaders. They have tremendous talent and are always finding ways to make teammates better. When I call your name, please come forward to receive your award. The 2023-24 Girls Booster Club Award recipient is Peyton Blaylock. And the 2023-24 Boys Booster Club Award recipient is Ravi Vasan. The Richard F. Hall Athletes of the Year Awards are given to student athletes who have demonstrated superior athleticism, made significant contributions to the Green Athletics program, and proudly represented the core values of Greenhill School in the athletic arena. We had outstanding students, high-level and multi-talented athletes. Both faced adversity, but still commanded respect from peers for their athletic ability. It was exciting to see them perform because both were fierce competitors. The 2023-24 Richard F. Hall Athletes of the Year recipients for the senior class are Devin Davis and Zane Crumity. Congratulations. Athletics Department's most prestigious award is the Charlie Leathers Award. This award is named after Greenhill's first head of athletics and is awarded to the senior boy or senior girl who demonstrates athletic ability, cooperation, loyalty, leadership, and a sense of fair play in the Greenhill athletic program. This individual is a natural competitor, a once-in-a-lifetime athlete in her sport, and has an unmatched loyalty to and a passion for Greenhill athletics, consistently pushing herself beyond the limits, and is one of the most dependable leaders I have ever been around. The 2023-24 Charlie Leathers Award recipient is Josie Arbuckle. congratulations to all of our award winners and all of our student athletes for your dedication, sacrifice, and commitment to Greenhill Athletics. I will now turn the podium over to Mr. Trevor Worcester.
Cum laude. Greenhill School is a member of the Cum Laude Society, which was founded in 1906 to honor academic achievement in secondary schools. Every year, we induct the students with the top cumulative grade point averages at the end of the junior and senior years. The following students are the cum laude inductees for the class of 2024 and represent the top 20% based on their cumulative grade point averages. Inductees, when your name is called, please come forward to receive your certificate and pin and remain standing on the stage. Esteemed guests, please hold your applause until all names are called and we can recognize them as a group. In alphabetical order, Josie Arbuckle. Pierce Barnes. Mason Chow. Maya Desai. Raina Diamond. Jane Bailey Feinstein. Sarah Fradkin. McKenna Higgins. Zoya Iyer. Sanjna Calisetti. Jaden Lee. Seth Lee. Sophia Lee. Andrew Mann. Elizabeth Mann. Arjun Milwani. Annika Mutha. Ayn Park. Mira Priyan. Aditya Pulipaka. Dibyadeep Saha. Pooja Sangvi. Ethan Strauss. Jeanette Yang. Sibel Zambi. Esteemed guests, our cum laude inductees from the class of 2024. The Helen Fulton Award is named in honor of founding faculty member and wife of Greenhill's founder, Bernard Fulton. Helen Fulton was a lifelong learner, exemplary citizen, and a well-rounded, balanced individual. This award is special because seniors nominate their peers whom they believe embody these characteristics, and then the winners are chosen by a faculty vote. Students, when I call your name, please come forward to receive your award, then form a line here on the stage until everyone has received their award. Guests, please hold your applause until all students are named and lined up. The Helen Fulton Award recipients for 2024 are Pierce Barnes, Mason Chow, Susie Fagelman, Sanjana Calasetti, Jaden Lee, Seth Lee, Iyad Mohammed, Annika Mutha, Shreya Ram, Sophie Schwartz, Natalie Stahoviak, Gianna Velamuri, Ravi Vasan, and Ellis Yang. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2024 Helen Fulton Award recipients. The salutatorian is the graduating senior who has achieved the second highest cumulative grade point average in upper school. A leader in this class, excellent at collaborating, happy awe. Those are just a few descriptors from the faculty who have taught or engaged with this year's salutatorian. Over the course of upper school, the class of 2024 salutatorian has successfully completed 7 AP courses and 1 post-AP course, earning an A or A+ in all of them. This stellar academic work often extends beyond the classroom, as the student has been a part of our Evergreen staff for 4 years, earning national awards for their writing. Even higher accolades have come from her time with Greenhill Debate, as she was a part of the first ever national championship for world schools at the Tournament of Champions in April, and has been a co-captain of the USA debate team. Collaborating, leading, and achieving in all disciplines at the highest level, the salutatorian for the class of 2024 is Sophia Lee. The valedictorian is the graduating senior who has achieved the highest cumulative grade point average in upper school. This year's valedictorian has clearly excelled across all academic disciplines. The student has enrolled and successfully completed 9 AP courses and 1 post-AP course, achieving an A+ in all but 3 of those high-level courses. Faculty members remark how this student demonstrates a strong command of course material and has an admirable dedication to enhancing their understanding of the material. What's also incredible are the accomplishments outside the traditional academic realm this year's valedictorian not only engages in, but thrives in. Nationally accomplished dancer and debater, teen court volunteer, co-president of the East Asian Affinity Group, she excels in every arena she enters. And yet, the most telling information comes from a peer who noted, quote, "Her authenticity makes me most comfortable around her. She pushes me to be the best version of myself." The valedictorian for the class of 2024 is Jeanette Yang. The Estelle Dickens Service to Greenhill Award is presented to the senior who has given the most outstanding service contribution to Greenhill School. The award commemorates the more than 4 decades of service given to Greenhill by beloved teacher and administrator Estelle Dickens. A monetary stipend from the Scott Buchanan Memorial Scholarship Fund accompanies the award. This year's recipient has made valuable contributions to the Greenhill community. With a passion for and high achievement in both math and computer science, this recipient gives back by serving as an indispensable tutor in the math lab, offering assistance in nearly every Hornet block and many free blocks. Their commitment to supporting their peers is evident as students consistently express their disappointment on days when he is unavailable, a testament to their trust and respect for him. As a member of the Computer Science Club, he goes above and beyond to assist other students with their computer science homework. Furthermore, his leadership on the YouTube team and the Teaching CS Club showcases his desire to sharing his knowledge and passion for computer science with his peers. He's also a 4-year letter winner for the varsity tennis team and all SPC this, his senior year. Serving his peers and his school, this year's Estelle Dickens Service to Greenhill Award is presented to Safin Stefanos. The Kate Cecil Award is given to the senior who renders the most outstanding service to the Dallas community. The award is named in honor of Kate Cecil, a member of the faculty for 17 years. A monetary stipend accompanies the award. This year's recipient has intentionally focused on a particular need in the greater Dallas community: people who are unhoused, hungry, or food insecure. While the number of hours logged in our system is over 200, it's well known that this recipient has chosen not to log all the hours of service they've given for these causes. The 2 organizations that have benefited the most from this recipient are MetroCrest Services and North Texas Food Bank. In fact, she was appointed to the North Texas Food Bank Youth Council and co-founded an NTFB chapter at Greenhill. To be sure that others are aware of these causes, during her junior and senior years, she created lesson plans for the middle school around teaching students about food insecurity, as well as giving them actions they can take to lessen hunger in the DFW community. Already living and modeling an authentic, purposeful life, this year's Kate Cecil Award is presented to Raina Diamond. The Philip G. Foote Award is given to the senior who is considered by the faculty to epitomize the qualities of citizenship in the Greenhill community. These qualities are rooted in the school's core values of excellence, integrity, compassion, and courage. The award is named for Greenhill's second head of school. For those that nominated this year's recipient, they are the embodiment of citizenship. In classes, teachers rave about this student's willingness to help others and how they are, quote, respectful and considerate to those around him, which has earned them the respect and admiration of fellow classmates and teachers. Teachers also note the consistent smile and thank you every day before, in, and after each class. The student is involved in all facets of upper school life, played in 2 different sports this year, is a student leader in the Latinx Student Union, and most noticeably serves and leads with all things tech theater. In that realm, not only is he passionate about each production he's working on, he has also mentored middle school students with his patience and knowledge. Those qualities have made him a perfect Heart of the Hill mentor to all the lower school students too. And what else could possibly bring joy to the community than his learning how to play the accordion, thus winning the wager to have a certain English teacher accompany him in front of the upper school. Spreading joy across campus, the Philip G. Foote Award is presented to Santiago Lopez. The Board of Trustees Award is given to the senior who embodies the mission and core values of Greenhill School. Where to begin with this year's recipient? Let's start with the core value, excellence. The student actively seeks out challenging courses and dives in. AP classes or post-AP classes, GOA or Greenhill, the student seeks out the higher level. One English teacher wrote, quote, "His energy is contagious and others follow his lead. I truly appreciate the student's excitement and readiness to be in the intellectual pursuit." How about integrity? They're honest and trustworthy, above reproach, have a generous spirit, and exhibit a strong character every day. Even though he will not be here next year, he happily took my request to interview candidates for 2 new key administrative roles and provided detailed feedback on all of them. An authentic, purposeful life. He's always been clear-headed on the path ahead, and true to form, he's following it. What's even more joyful is that he rounds out that singular focus with so many other activities: a passion for dance, commitment to drumline, and an incredible ambassador for Greenhill. And those conversations about sports, TCU is lucky to have him. The Board of Trustees Award is presented to Dylan Patel. The Senior Leadership Award is given to the member of the senior class who best demonstrates the qualities of leadership. The origin of this award was the D. Harold Bird and Jenny Stuck Awards, which honored male and female leadership. This year's recipient has a vast resume of leadership to their credit. What's incredibly powerful, though, is that the titles are not for display only. There's incredible service embedded in each role this student takes on. As a captain for the field hockey and soccer teams, she not only showcases her athletic prowess, but also fosters a welcoming and inclusive environment, ensuring every team member feels valued and supported. As one of the executive editors of the Evergreen, one faculty member noted, quote, "Her leadership demands an extraordinary amount of time and energy, yet she navigates it with ease, displaying a strong management style, attention to detail, and the ability to foster a collaborative spirit among staff members." As student council secretary, she advocates for her peers, for various stakeholders, always looking to leave this community better than when she arrived. Suffice it to say, she has led in the upper school with grace, presence, humility, and courage, and I have no doubt we will hear of much more impact in the years to come. This year's Senior Leadership Award is presented to Peyton Blaylock. The Bernard L. Fulton Award is the highest honor given in the upper school and is presented to the senior who best embodies the mission and core values of Greenhill School. The award is named for the founder and first head of Greenhill School. Unparalleled spirit of generosity, compassion, and determination. This year's recipient not only excels in many parts of our community, but they do so with the respect and admiration of peers and adults alike. In academics, this student uses her collaborative prowess in group settings to create a welcoming environment. One teacher wrote, quote, "The energy this student puts out into the world is steady, focused, and intentional. They stand out as a leader, weaving their thoughts and those of their peers together into a beautiful tapestry. Their classmates listen attentively because they know that she also is listening with great interest to what they share." In addition to the academic weaves of this tapestry, this student has been a respected leader, co-vice president of the senior class, co-president of the Christian Student Coalition, and captain of the SPC champion swim team, on which she achieved 9 school records in her career. There's no clearer embodiment of our mission and core values than this year's recipient, who brings heart and soul to everything she does. This year's Bernard L. Fulton Award is presented to Josie Arbuckle. I want to thank you all for joining us for this portion of the recognition ceremony to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2024. One clarification, certificates are not available at the end of the ceremony. They will be distributed with your yearbooks next Wednesday for senior surprise. First, I want to give my heartfelt thanks to my team for all their hard work on this endeavor, all the department chairs and leaders of programs who deliberated on the awards, Alma Saldana, our upper school office coordinator, Jack Oros, our upper school dean of students for a few more days, and Rebecca Schumann, our assistant head of upper school, for the planning and execution of this evening. With school still in session, this type of event takes on a whole additional layer of complexity on a normal school day, let alone if something else happens during the school day. So please give a round of applause for all of their hard work. And before I turn it over to the students for the in appreciation portion of the program, I also want to say my special thanks to the parents who have made the next part of the program so special, as well as the fabulous reception that's awaiting for you all. First, Priscilla Chow for her leadership on this reception, and Molly Ingley and Ann Mann for their work chairing on the senior room parents this year. Let's give them a round of applause for their dedication to the class of 2024. And now, I would like to turn the program over to Quinn Graves and Sanjana Calisetti.
Good morning, everyone.
It's not morning.
That's the point. Welcome, seniors, families, and friends. We are honored to be here for the Class of 2024 recognition ceremony. Before we get started, if you don't know who I am Quinn Graves, and this is my 8th year at Greenhill. I will be attending the University of Texas in Austin to study film next year.
And I'm Sanjana Calisetti. I came to Greenhill in 9th grade, and in the fall, I'll be studying public policy and sociology at Duke. As we wrap up our time at Greenhill, let's take a little trip down memory lane from two people who have experienced Greenhill since the beginning, Elizabeth Mann and Ben Jackman.
In lower school, the things I remember most were dancing in the Nutcracker. I was a Spanish chocolate. What were you?
I was a candy flute, so I looked like a candy cane. I remember being jealous of the kids in the permanent play and pie eating contest. For pet day, I brought my dog Gus.
I brought a gecko that we caught on our front porch that morning. I remember searching for the nocturnal animals we made for In the Night, repeating the same speech over and over for the Wax Museum, and trying to keep a straight face while taking immigrant photos for the upper school photography students.
I really liked Rocket Day, Amazing Race, and Field Day, and most of all, opening car doors for morning carpool.
In middle school, we felt like big kids with advisories and lockers and cycled through the language carousel. I ended up choosing Latin.
I stuck with Spanish. We tried band, strings, or some of us were in the honor choir.
Show off. I played French horn. We tried to sell chocolate dip spoons at the holiday bazaar in 5th grade.
I was one of the heads of Cerberus in the Greek play. We were too competitive in advisory kickball and Olympics, and who could forget about our trip to DC in the 8th grade?
That was definitely a highlight. And then we ended 8th grade online. Many of our classmates joined us in upper school where we started freshman year on Zoom and played sports and masks.
We socialized at a distance or not, got our driver's licenses or not, and posted about our bad parking. We enjoyed HOCO, SBC, WINFO, ISAS, and lots of other acronyms.
Other highlights were dealing with lane closures on Midway like earlier today, ice storms, and tornadoes.
We were proficient at not responding to emails or calendar requests, and were fashionably late to class. We cut in line at lunch, won football games, and SBC championships.
We trekked to the Science Village, enjoyed the experience of the Bucky-style bathrooms in the new STEM building, made college visits, and final decisions. Through it all,
we did it together.
Wow, every face was filled with activity and fun. While we are the ones who are graduating, we haven't made it here alone. All the success we've experienced here at Greenhill and the fact that in a few days we'll be crossing the Meyerson stage is all possible thanks to the support of our families.
Our families come in many different shapes and forms, from moms and dads to grandparents, step-parents, mentors, nannies, friends, teachers, coaches, and even your pets. The list continues to go on, but in the end, family is comprised of the people who are with us every step of the way. The amount of work that is done behind the scenes by anyone we consider family shouldn't be taken for granted, as each individual has played a massive role in who we are right now.
Thank you for the sacrifices you made of time and resources to send us to Greenhill, but also, and even more importantly, thank you for the late night homework help and last minute essay editing.
And for sitting through hours of performances, recitals, competitions, tournaments, and more, whether we were actually participating in them or not, especially when we weren't.
For driving up and down Midway Road what probably seemed like a million times.
For giving us your wisdom and help even when it seemed like we didn't want it.
For finding last-minute costumes, making late-night Target runs for poster board, and saving the day a time or two by bringing projects or uniforms that we left behind.
For rushing from work when you could to support us when we played a sport, spoke, debated, competed, danced, sang, or acted.
For not losing it when we said, "I'll do it later," over and over again.
For knowing that underneath our lower school tempers, our middle school angst, and upper school indifference and anxiety, and even senioritis, we really do appreciate all you have done for us. Thank you.
We also want to recognize the role that each of our classmates has played in each other's lives, from giving rides to off-campus lunches, selling us out to our assassins, organizing advisory lunches, joining in on intense spikeball matches or games of knockout, playing or coaching turnabout games, making TikToks, and cheering for one another at our fine arts performances, robotics competitions, and sports games. We've shared this high school experience together, regardless of how long each of us has been here.
And now, thank you to Greenhill for the teachers, the coaches, administrators, college counselors, learning specialists, nurses, cafeteria workers, and every other person who makes this place run. Every one of you has helped us get to where we are today. We thank you all. Throughout our years at Greenhill, you have dedicated your time in and outside of school towards our success in so many different ways. We appreciate everything that all of you have provided for us.
For the values Greenhill has taught us, to strive for excellence, think critically, advocate, empathize, live with integrity, be compassionate, and most importantly, to prepare us to change the world in our own authentic ways.
And for being a place unlike any other we know. Sure, the work can make us doubt every decision we've ever made, but the lessons and resilience we gained are worth the struggle. Where else can you try a new sport or a new language, make award-winning films, debate nationwide, take a class about 9/11, the Wild West, international relations, or Gothic lit, be surrounded by creative, driven, and diverse students of all ages, and be stalled for 10 minutes from class because a peacock won't move from the door?
There are some very important people who helped guide and steer us through upper school, and we value your time and advice, and for putting up with our recent condition of senioritis. Thank you.
Without our advisors, many of us would probably be flunking out. They've kept us on track when we've strayed, checked in on us during our bad days, and celebrated with us on the good days. I know my advisor has saved me from certain or perceived doom on many occasions and has cheered me on many others. Most importantly, our advisors have made sure we didn't forget the Greenhill values that will carry with us for the rest of our lives. Let's hear from some of our seniors as we recognize and express gratitude to our advisors. Please come up. Angela Kamgang, Annika Mutha, Zoe Jalowski, Dylan Patel, Seth Lee, Jane Bailey Feinstein, Morgan Ofenlock, Raina Diamond, Sibel Zambi, and Caden Alibi.
Dr. Colvin, advisor with you the past 4 years has been the best. Thanks for listening to all our rants and lightening the mood by making any situation funny. Thank you for showing us around the school freshman year on Teams, even if your camera wasn't working, and all the work you put into making us a close advisory. We know that if we need you, we can always find you in your garden. We will cherish the memories made in room 504, and even though you try not to show it, we all know you're a softie on the inside.
Mr. Cotton, on behalf of our advisory, I want to express our gratitude for your constant guidance throughout high school, especially for emphasizing the value of appreciating the small moments. As the self-proclaimed most competitive advisory, we'll forever cherish our lively competitions, be it the Wordle, Connections, or the Time Guesser, which never fail to infuse excitement into advisory. While the long-awaited frying pan tennis match didn't go according to plan and ended with the two knuckleheads emerging victorious, your true sportsmanship and spirit of play was unforgettable. Your teachings extend far beyond the classroom, instilling life lessons that will resonate with us into college and beyond. And to end, we want to thank you for reminding us that changing the world starts with something as simple as making our bed. Mr. Cotton, you're the best advisor we could ever ask for, and we love you so much.
Mr. Garza, thank you so much for being the best advisor we could have asked for. Your constant support and guidance has helped us reach our full potential and pushed us to succeed in everything we do. From playing psych and getting to know each other a little too well to having advisory outside, you have always brought us together and helped us create a family. You gave us a space to be our true, authentic selves and made sure we always felt heard. While we might not have always wanted to be in an English class, your enthusiasm for your work was felt in your book recommendations and many stories from your classes. Seeing you and your peace signs in the hallways always brightened our day. We are so grateful for all the work you put in to help us behind the scenes, and we would not be here without your support. We'll never forget all the memories we made together. You are loved.
VHS. On behalf of our advisory, I want to thank you for supporting us and always pushing us to be better versions of ourselves. These past 4 years, you have been our rock, always making sure we knew exactly where to go and when to be there. As we head off to college and we have to manage all of this on our own, you have prepared us well. Despite our freshman year being COVID, you made it fun, brought us together by playing Super Smash Bros. And Just Dance. You listened to us and tried to make our experience at Greenhill better, a prime example of that being the snack box. You taught us how to care for one another, lift each other up, a skill that we will carry forward as we make new friends in college. You made sure we felt that we could share anything with you. Even when you were extremely busy and stressed over Greenhill theater performances, you put it all aside to be there when we needed you most. We share a bond that will last beyond our time in your advisory. From the bottom of our hearts, we want to thank you for all you have done these past 4 years.
Mr. Ide, our advisory thanks you for keeping us on track even when distractions got in the way and even when we didn't check our email, because we all know that we hate checking our emails. Now, although I've never personally taken a class of yours, I've heard from many students and a lot of my friends that you're a very great AP biology, and even reproductive biology teacher, and you have a lot of knowledge about those topics. As an advisor, you're definitely, an advisor. You seem to know the Greenhill Handbook inside out, and whenever I had a question, it seemed like you could point to like page 80, line 5, said exactly this line, and you somehow know exactly what it is, so I thank you for that. Now, if there's one thing that I remember hearing from you, it's that although you thought that we were very annoying as freshmen initially, we got better over time, and you don't think we're as annoying now, although just a little bit. So I think we made some good progress as an advisory. Now, I know that you laughed at many of our very, very random advisory conversations as well as gossip, and I couldn't tell if you thought that we were just like really stupid or maybe we were a little funny, but I'm glad that we can share some moments and have some fun conversations. Thank you.
Ms. Khan, on behalf of the entire advisory, thank you for being the best advisor we could ask for. As we grew from freshman year hangman games to senior year college application stress, you supported us through all the chaos of high school. We appreciate that you laugh with us at our mistakes and are always there to guide us through them. You help us through rep spots without judgment and encourage us and celebrate our successes. You always make advisory fun and, of course, document the best of these moments in the quote book. We truly couldn't have made it through these past 4 years without your help. High school was full of amazing memories, and you have made everything possible. Thank you, Mrs. Khan.
Ms. King and Ms. Harrison, on behalf of the entire advisory, I want to thank you so much for all the help and the guidance throughout these years. Both of you have pretty much become our school parents over the last 4 years. Thank you, Ms. King, for encouraging us to dig deeper into ourselves, whether it be the journal you had us keep this year or the questions you ask us in advisory. You always keep us thinking. Thank you for your constant devotion to helping each and every one of us succeed. My grades would literally not be the same without you. Ms. Harrison, Thank you for the snack box you brought to every advisory meeting and for letting us rent out your office couch. You've always made us feel like we've had a safe space to go, and we will carry the advice that you've given us for years to come. Thank you both for the sense of community and safety you've helped this advisory build, and for helping us all follow our dreams. On behalf of the entire King Harrison Advisory, thank you. We love you both so much.
Mr. Oros, thank you for taking us in after our sophomore year. For these last 2 years, you have offered every single one of us mentorship and compassion that has been integral to our Greenhill experience. And I know I can speak not only for the advisory, but for every single student in this room. You have really been a rock for us throughout your Greenhill experience. From making brownies and cookies for our advisory lunches or for our birthdays, you always made the advisory feel like a family. Every time you see you, you have a smile on your face and your joy radiates throughout the room. Our singing might not be as good as yours, but we tried to make you proud by winning the karaoke competition. We are honored to be your final advisory and wouldn't have wanted to spend our last 2 years on the Hill with anyone else. We wish you the best in retirement, even though we know you will be as busy as ever before. Like always, peace.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas, for being the most down-to-earth, helpful advisor we could ask for not only readily answering our many questions and helping us with scheduling, but also for putting up with our games, from freshman year Mafia and Minecraft to daily karaoke sessions and games of Hangman, and for allowing us to keep our whiteboard full of caricatures, drawings, and other random jokes for as long as you possibly could. You're always willing to offer advice, watch us play Just Dance, or lend an ear to whatever's on our minds. Thank you, Dr. Thomas, for 4 years of memories we'll never forget.
Mr. Warner, our advisory would like to thank you for being the best leader we could ever ask for. No wonder all the other advisors dared to dress like you for Halloween with the blue shirt and khakis. You've shown up and never, ever had a bad day, literally. Your contribution to Greenhill is invaluable. I know you've personally kept score at every single one of my basketball games, driven buses north and south, and cheered us on in countless endeavors. You were so kind, easygoing, and understanding while keeping a watchful eye over us. But not too watchful, if you know what I mean. The Warner Advisory will forever cherish our memories of winning the pumpkin decorating contest with Mike Wazowski, your annual car calculus lesson for the seniors, and the special donuts during wellness. We have learned so much from you, and your impact has genuinely made each of us so confident in going on to take on the world. We are very grateful and will make you proud. Don't forget, you still owe us a trip to visit the ranch. Thank you.
We genuinely couldn't have made it through upper school without them, and we appreciate the positive impact that you all have made on our lives. As you take a deep breath and begin the task of wrangling in a new group of freshmen, we wish you the best of luck. May you continue to have the patience that you gave to us, and always remember that although you may like your new advisories, they will never truly live up to the class of 2024.
There are, of course, some others who deserve our thanks as well. These folks are the masterminds behind this whole operation. So, to Miss Almanza, Mr. Oros, Mr. Worcester, Miss Schumann, and Mr. Hark, we thank you. Thank you for guiding us, for supporting us, for keeping us out of trouble to an extent, and for giving us snacks. We know it can be a handful, but you always stood by our side and ultimately got us to where we are now.
To show our gratitude to Greenhill, we would like to invite Mason Chow and Jaden Lee, the leaders of our senior class gift committee, to the stage to announce the gift from the class of 2024.
This is Jaden Lee.
This is Mason Chow.
And the senior class of 2024 is proud of the positive impact we have made on Greenhill, including our senior gift.
Mason and I, along with other members of the class gift committee, Zoya Iyer,
Sanjay Calasetti, Max Connolly Kettles, Rita Cominetti, Ian Mohammed, Sophie Schwartz, Ethan Strauss, Ethan Vicknair, Josie Arbuckle, Tia Chatterjee, Bhavan Gupta, McKenna Higgins, and Peyton Blaylock collaborated with school leadership, Mr. White, Miss Young, Miss Grace, and Mr. Hark.
This year, we hosted a car wash, and not just one, but 2 record-breaking bake sales.
Yeah!
None of which would have been possible for our parent bakers and the middle schoolers that we ended up upcharging. So thank you, middle school. Through our grade-wide efforts, we ended up raising $3,888.25. And we are allocating our funds to place planters in front of the VSI, or the Valdez STEM and Innovation Center. And the seeds planted will continue to grow even once we leave campus.
We appreciate the support from staff, students, parents, and donors who contributed to this effort. Thank you.
Thank you.
With the support of family, friends, and all that is Spring Valley Road, combined with our own resiliency and determination, we have grown into the unique, accomplished people we all are today. Seniors, please stand when you hear a word that describes you. Thanks to you.
We are SPC champions, actors, debaters,
athletes, journalists. Stay standing when you hear these words. Musicians, photographers,
set designers, coders, engineers, singers,
sculptors, filmmakers, and last but certainly not least, graduating seniors.
We are unique in many ways, but the tie that will always unite us is that together we are the class of 2024.
Although it's the end of one journey, it's the beginning of another, and we would not have wanted to spend it with anyone else.
While being here for this ceremony may be a little unorthodox, we are a class of the unorthodox. We started in COVID. We won our first football game in 5 years. Yeah. And we had a camp out last weekend. So thank you to everyone who made this journey possible. Please join us for the reception honoring the class of 2024 and all who supported our journey in the Phillips Gym. Had you sweating there a second, didn't I?
Yeah, a little bit.